Good evening, people of Greencastle.
And hello, Tiger fans, and welcome back to another episode of Tiger Sports Nation. I'm Jude Hunter.
And I'm Jack Crane, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know about DePauw's upcoming sporting events this weekend. There are a lot of teams with big conference games coming up this week that you do not want to miss.
On Friday, the women's golf team will be in Decatur, Illinois for the Descartes Classic at Red Tail Golf Course. This will be their fourth meet of the season after finishing ninth last weekend in the Illinois Wesleyan Classic. Paige Sanfilippo will be looking to build off her third-place finish in her last meet along with Sydney Weinder, who's had a great season so far.
Also on the 24th, the women's tennis team will be in Kalamazoo, Michigan for the ITA Central Region Championships. These will be their final matches of the short fall season as they look to bounce back after a 6-0 loss at Indiana Wesleyan last weekend.
The field hockey team will continue conference play at Worcester on Saturday at 11 a.m., then at Kenyon on Sunday at 12 p.m. The Tigers look to get hot after an exciting 2-1 overtime win last Saturday against Allegheny, on a game-winning goal provided by Allison Quackenbush. Worcester comes into the match with a 3-1 record, with two of those wins coming against Concordia, Wisconsin last weekend. Kenyon's field hockey team is riding a 3-game win streak and most recently routed Transylvania's 5-0 last week.
The men's soccer team will look to open conference play on the right foot as well, as they will head to Oberlin on Saturday for their first conference game after a strong start to their season in non-conference play. The Tigers are 6-2 after a tough 3-1 loss to Center and then a 1-0 victory over Grinnell last week. Our soccer correspondent, Francisco Avila, was at both games to cover the action.
Hey TSN fans, we're here with Clay Troyer, senior and captain of the DePauw Tigers. Clay, not the result you wanted, but what do you think of the overall performance?
We played pretty good in the first half, first 15 minutes. Second half we came out really flat. We let a goal in, which kind of fired us back up, and we got another, but overall wasn't good enough, so we got to learn from that and move on.
Hello Tiger sports fans, I'm Francisco Avila here at Rivas Stadium, and we're here with goal winner Ben Weinder. How's it feel to score the winning goal?
You know, it feels good. A great team effort today, especially coming off two losses in a row. We wanted to get this one before we head into conference. Just proud of the team to come out and grind this one out, have a day off tomorrow.
How's it feel to be motivated after this win, after a loss yesterday?
Oh, totally. It's huge. I think it's a big momentum builder for us, especially you mentioned the loss yesterday. I think big thing going into conference. We want to be playing well and playing our best when we go into the games that truly matter. So it's a big motivator for us.
And final question, we know that a lot of people like soccer because of controversial decisions from the referees. Do you think the referee played a big part in not scoring more goals?
No, I don't think so. I think it goes both ways. The referees make mistakes just like we do. I think we need to keep our head up and keep playing the way that we do, and then we can turn out. One goal is the only one that matters, and we got it. So.
All right. This is Francisco Avila at Rivas Stadium. Go Tigers.
Thanks, Francisco. The game against Oberlin will kick off at 12 p.m. Eastern Time.
The women's soccer team will also be at Oberlin on Saturday and what will be their first conference game as well. The game will kick off at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. DePauw comes in with a 1-4-1 record after tying Rhodes 2-2 and then losing to Wash U 4-1 last week. Oberlin has a 4-3 record with their most recent win against Franciscan University on September 18th.
The volleyball team will host a pair of games this weekend as they begin conference play. The Tigers come in with a 7-3 record after going 2-1 this past weekend, collecting wins against Illinois College and Blackburn. This Saturday, Hiram will be coming to town with game time being 1 p.m. Eastern. The Terriers boast an 8-5 record but have lost 4 out of their last 5 games. The Tigers face Allegheny in the Lilly Center on Sunday at 1 p.m. as well. The Gators are currently riding a 9-game winning streak with their most recent win coming against Mount Aloysius.
And last but not least, the football team will be back in action on Saturday as they'll head to Worcester, looking to building off their dominating 44-0 win last Saturday against Kenyon. DePauw quarterback Chase Andrews had a fantastic game, throwing for 367 yards and 4 touchdowns in the win. DePauw totaled 610 yards of total offense, as the defense was also stellar, forcing 4 turnovers. Worcester has a record of 2-1 and is coming off a 31-7 loss against Ohio Wesleyan last week. The Tigers will have their hands full trying to guard Worcester's star tight end Cole Highsong, who is named a preseason All-American by D3Football.com. That game is set to kick off at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
And those are all the games we have in store for you this week. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to check out all of our social media platforms. We will be back at the same time next week. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jack Crane.
And I'm Jude Hunter. And as always,
Roll Tigs.